So you're basically extending the
time. I gotcha.
And you're pushing the other stuff over to the right.
I gotcha.
Did you want to move? Oh, did you do insert? Okay, good.
Yeah.
I think I heard you say you wanted to move it to the right.
Yeah. That's getting better.
Yeah.
Because by here, he's still moving though. Now, how do we get this to stop rotating there and just to sit there? Like when it stopped moving, can we get it to stop moving there and to stop rotating?
It's
or no?
Yeah, currently it's programmed to continue its rotation, and it's programmed to slow down. I mean, that's kind of how you've got that tween.
Right, I got you.
But you don't have the left to right speed of your ball is slowing down, but the rotation
is still going near as fast.
Does not correspond to that slowdown.
Yeah.
Because it continues at the same
speed. Yeah. I gotcha.
So slowing down the rotation. Let's see. I'm wondering if we would take a few frames and start slowing it down. Let's see. I'm wondering if the frames, it would be a different tween altogether, like maybe a few 5-frame tweens that would slow it down. One would slow it down slower, the next one would slow it down slower, the next one slower. So that's
point that eventually it stops.
One way of doing that. But right now, the property of how many rotations is associated with the motion tween, and there's only one.
Yeah. So what do you think? Look all right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what it looks all the way together again. That's better with the bark.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, maybe you can time the moment that he stands up, the ball stops.
Or right before he stands up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because it kind of looks funny sitting there spinning when nothing else is moving.
Right.
What do you think?
Yeah, I like the idea of him standing at the point it's come to a stop. Maybe the ball stops its motion at the same point that the dog stops its motion, and the very next frame is the
just the ball sitting there.
The ball just stopped, and the ball is stopped, right? And you would introduce another ball.
So basically from here to here, where that red line is to here, would be another keyframe with the ball not turning and just sitting there.
Right.
So if I wanted to do that, then I would have to, well, how do I highlight just that part? There we go. Why can I not grab that last bit? There we go. So from here to here, that would have to be a new keyframe, right? Chip?
The thing that I'm thinking about is that the ball stops, the tween of the original ball stops, and it stops its rotation. It stops its moving from left to right, and it stops its rotating.
Yeah.
We don't worry about slowing down so much right now. Possibly we can work on that, but I'm trying to figure out how to easily slow it down, the rotation that is. And then we have a new either a new instance of that same ball just starting its life right at the end of the other one that came to a stop.
Right. Which from here to here would be that new instance.
Yeah, and it could be just the copy of the ball. Now I'm a little bit concerned about, let's see, the ball will have completed its rotation, and therefore it will return to its exact orientation. So when we bring in a copy, it too will be in the same direction of its rotation. So I don't think that anyone will see the fact that it's a different ball, but it's the same.
But you know what? I can rotate that ball when I go to do a free transform to where the curve of the lines on the tennis ball could be the same.
Yeah, like I said, though, if you say, hey, rotate 5 times by the time you go from frame 1 to frame 200, and then you say, and when you're done rotating, you're going to be in the exact same, the threads on the tennis ball will be exactly where they started. And then when if we were to pull a new copy, because we have to have the tween end. One way of doing it is we can in between and the life of that symbol, but the very next frame we start the new life of a new symbol.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it doesn't
is from where this red line is, that would stop this instance of that ball and whatever motion it has, the tween and whatever. And then this very next one would be the new instance of the ball, just the ball as an object. No tweening, no motion, no nothing.
Exactly. Yeah, and I think you can just click on it and copy and paste right where it is, the ball itself.
So basically, I would
just do a copy right now and then a paste right away. Existing tween target object. Let's see. Do you wish to replace the existing tween target objects? Let's see. Did you do a Command V?
No, I just hit copy.
You did a copy.
Yeah, even if I do copy C, copy V, it does the same thing.
Okay, do you wish to replace the existing tween target object? Okay, so the tween.
Well, yes.
I'm expecting it to introduce a new instance, but go ahead and say yes.
Aw, that moved it all. What about if we do here and do there, and then from here, oh, stop it. From here to here, I didn't do it. Hang on. Right from here to here. I didn't do it. Well, that didn't do it.
So right now, yeah, if you insert a new keyframe right there.
Which is what I did.
Okay. And did you bring in a new instance or?
No, I just inserted a keyframe first, which it brought in a new instance, I think. What about doing this? Frame by frame animation.
Well, that will tell it to create an image for each, and it'll end up putting all these black dots because every frame will be a black dot.
But then couldn't we go in and change those black dots?
Well, I'm hoping we can make it even easier just by having the black dot show up.
Which was insert keyframe position, which that black dot showed up there.
Oh,
that's what I did earlier.
Oh, okay. So what that is, it's telling the same instance is it's got a position. That's what's happening right there. But why don't you reduce the life of that rolling ball from the right side and back to where it was, back to where you were, and now advance one frame, and then now bring another copy from the library.
Hang on, let me make sure we're where we need to be. Okay.
Go in the library and grab another ball and bring it on the stage. And what did you selected? Oh, wait a minute.
That ball.
But I'm looking at what's selected on the.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
We want it right there.
Right. If you want, you can zoom in. And in fact, there's a thing called onion skinning.
Oh, what did I do? Okay. So from here to here, the ball needs to be 2.
Do you want the ball to not stop moving?
Yes.
Okay. I think that's going to accomplish it.
So let's go from here. See what happens. Ball's a little bit bigger, but yeah, it stops.
All right. So there's along that toolbar, the horizontal toolbar, right where you have the play button, and then go to the right until you hit the
onion
skin. Right.
Okay.
Click that. And if you can zoom in, what this will do is really zoom in on your timeline zoom. Yeah. No, that's good too. But actually, I'd like you to zoom in on your timeline. You see across the top where the frame numbers are counting?
Yeah.
What that is saying there is it says, I'm going to show you this animation. I'm going to actually put the objects as though you're seeing all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these frames all at once. And
so you can put it right on top of it.
Yeah, so right now, the purple is saying that's going to be the life of the previous rolling ball. And if you want to put your ball right on top of it, then yeah.
Oh, awesome.
So let's try that.
All right. So let's fit the window. Take that off. Start back here. That works. Not bad.
Yeah. Why don't you start from the beginning, possibly?
Where did my dog go? There he is.
That looks great. You can even have that dog stand up for a little longer, I think.
What do you think?
Yeah, that ball, I don't know if you were paying attention to that ball, but that ball did not move. It stopped. And
I missed it.
That's what I was focusing on.
Hang on, let me go back. I don't want to go back that far. To what, like, there?
Yeah.
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 Hot dog.
Yeah, that's perfect. And I think that the thing could stay standing for a little longer. I think that the dog stands, then I think we go on to the next scene a little bit too quickly. If you extend the life of all, you have to select all the frames when you insert frames. If you want to move everything, not just the dog, you have to select the whole vertical line of select all the layers that you want to introduce a new frame to. If you're going to push everything to the right, you have to select all frames, not just the one frame. If you do just the one frame on that one layer, it's going to just push out to the right.
Yeah.
So go to the very top of your top layer and select vertically all the way down.
All the way down to it.
Yeah, just start with one frame. You try that. Okay, so right click and then insert frame, and it moves everything.
Okay.
On each of the frames that you'd selected, it moves to the right.
Okay. So play it from there?
Yeah, I think that we were extending the life of the standing one. Is that where we selected?
Yeah.
Because it's sitting right now. So
yeah,
I kind of wanted to insert the new frame after it began standing. Yeah. So select
in here.
one set of frames. Oops. There we go. Right click and insert frame. Let's see what happened. Can you undo that? Because it seems like we extended the life of the crouching guy. Go once. Let's see. Where's the standing guy? I see it's dog standing.
He's right here.
Okay. Let's see. There's the ball. So that's
we insert it here. We shouldn't hit the dog crouching at all. But he still shows up. Why?
Okay, what just happened? Crouching dog.
Right there. Hang on. I don't know. If we put it in here, it still catches this.
Can you go, let's see, dog crouching, small dog. Go to about 4 frames to the right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And select vertically that. Okay, what just happened? The crouching dog's life
extends it out to that point.
Why don't you undo that?
It's extending this out to that point.
Okay, let's do this. Oh, let's see. We're inserting.
What did I do? Hang on.
I think it's feeling a need to introduce the life of something to go.
Is it because these look different here versus this? Like if you look at those blocks?
Possibly. Why don't you select the top layers all the way down to the bark text. Go over to the right a little bit. Just don't select the crouching dog. Go that far. And insert.
There, it doesn't. I
And
think
then,
it's because we're collecting these here and they must be open frames.
yeah, so did we just extend the life of the standing dog there?
I think so.
Did that work?
I think so.
Because we probably would want to extend the life of the ball too. We want the...
He stood longer, I think. Yeah, he went from here all the way
I
to
want
here.
the life of the ball sitting there and the standing dog, both.
To extend that long.
Yeah.
There we go. Well, why does my background, we want to extend that out too. One more. All right, what do you think? That's better.
Yeah, I mean, it could go for a couple frames. You know, kind of like that. You know, I like the standing dog.
Ew. Awesome. All right, so now if we wanted to change this, we would open a new document. Export? No. We would open a new document with the same measurements as this one, which is week 2. Which will be this one, right? It's the, yeah. But where's, it says the size that we need. $500 by $350. So on here we'd go file new 500 by 350 in the HTML5.
Yeah, right.
Okay. And then, okay, then how do we change these over? Just select all of the layers and copy them?
Yep. Try that. And then click on timeline upper left. It says upper. Okay. So did it lose all the animations there?
It doesn't look like it.
Okay.
No, it didn't.
Okay.
Perfect. Ha! It's funny. Wait, why is that? Why was that off? Why is it all off screen? Because it's not big enough. That's why. Hang on. Can we see what the document size on this is?
When you say document size, you mean stage size?
Your scene size, yeah. Properties.
Click on the stage. Click properties.
550 by 400.
So that's the size.
Now nothing should be off of it, like here. There we go. All right. And then when we save this, we go File, Save As, and then name it. and turn it in?
Right.
That's for week 3 then. Sounded like you were just driving right now.
Yeah, it's outside.
Now with this one, when we make it an HTML5, we have
The
to.
document, the project file right now is the Canvas project file, HTML5 Canvas file. That's just the project file, and that's ends in .fla. Now, the moment that we publish, then they both end in .fla. So just by looking at the file name .fla doesn't prove that it's either one or the other. You have to open it up and then look for that tab. So let's see, project file. So that's project file. But when you do a publish, which we're doing next week, then that will publish the HTML5 output files.
Okay. So basically, when I save, which it wants to be a pain, this here, and it says animate using an HTML5, save all the created files in a folder. That's the only file, right?
Yeah, right now, the FLA file includes everything. At the point you publish it, it will then kind of extract things out and create HTML5 document, create different documents for each individual image.
Yeah. So then keep in mind, if you use number 1, any AS3 written to control the timeline will need to be converted to a JS when the final document is created.
Yeah, so right now we have to work on the start-stop button. And
oh, wait, am I in the wrong thing? No. This is the animating the project.
Right, so it's the assessment that has the start and stop button.
Yeah, the assessment has the start and stop button.
Okay. Yeah, so
this one here, it says whichever way you choose. It says animate using an HTML5 Canvas document. Keep in mind, if you use number 1, any AS3 written to control the timeline will need to be converted to a JS when the final document is creative. So basically, all I have to turn is the FLA document for week 3's assignment?
Yeah. And
okay. All right. So then this one's done. Fun. And then week 2 I can save as well. Okay, so then that assignment is done with what we just did tonight.
Mm-hmm.
How do I share? Well, okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. So that assignment's done then?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the pause, basically I could use that ball rolling as my assessment then and just start and stop it.
Yeah.
So basically I could put the ball on there, say I want it to go from left to right, put the start stop button on there, go start, stop, ball to roll.
Yeah. It's it definitely leaves that as and it doesn't say you can't do that.
He's like, but I'm not recommending doing that.
No, I didn't mean to come across that way.
No, you're okay.
I really am saying it doesn't say at the beginning of the assessment, start a new project file. It does say you'll create a simple banner ad. Maybe it's suggesting that we create a newer one. I mean, another new one. Let's see. It's kind of talking like, and it's in ActionScript 3. It's kind of talking like we start from scratch, another new one, a simple one. rather than reuse our assignment. Create a simple banner. That's what it seems to be suggesting, that we actually start from scratch and do a simple one. So maybe a simple one might be, see, what would be a really simple one? Let's say one tween and let's see, a banner ad that says "Go Yankees" or "Buy this product." Let's see, and the text comes on. So use actions to control the timeline by including play pause button. So what would be an animation that we maybe a motion tween, and that the start and stop buttons, then we'll start and stop the animation. Stop the animation from replaying when it gets to the end.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm leaning towards interpreting this as let's start another project file and make it just a real simple one. Start off an ActionScript project file, blank screen. Let's do like one tween motion, one motion tween of something.
Okay. So start a new one. Let's see if it says it's a specific size. It doesn't say it has to be a specific size, does it?
No.
All right. It's slowly opening. It's thinking. Sorry, I shut it down, closing the assignment, not realizing I needed it. And then we want to make that one and AS3. Okay. So from here, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Let's see.
Sorry.
Right now I'm trying to figure out how to see your screen again.
Oh, sorry. I can do that. Okay, there you go. Sorry.
Okay. So you can do a real simple, kind of like that rocket ship.
Okay, so go into library. Oh, that one's empty. I had to think where stuff was. All right.
All right, so now select window across the top and
Okay. You said put a rectangle across the top.
well, there's the window on the menu.
There's a window. I'm sorry. Go ahead again.
Yeah, we have to display the menu across the top, very across the top. I think that why don't you reset your workspace thing there? When you see, it shows on the top of my
The tools are here.
yeah, but we're interested, like the file menu option. There's one that says window. Maybe
Yeah, I got it.
I think it's off my screen.
Yeah. Okay, so what are we doing from there?
So then go to CC. Let's see, hold on. From window and do the drop down there. Is there an option that says common libraries at all? Not there. So try the CC libraries.
CC library, and brush library.
Yeah, our goal is to get a button, nice looking button. So
You want CC libraries.
I'll try that one. Let's see if they'll let us find one.
That gives me graphics here.
Search the current library as see if you can type in button there. See if it's going to. Looks like we have to click on Adobe Stock there.
There we go. Yeah, it was being silly. Ooh, those are fun. See, the problem is a lot of them have the Adobe Stock button in them.
Oh, good point.
It wouldn't be hard to make one, though. Right?
Yeah.
You can just
all you
go
gotta
like
do is
this.
you can just like create the square and then put bevel on it if you want.
Go to. Now, how would you, in here,
when you do a right click and you convert it to a symbol, it's at that point instead of making it a movie clip or a graphic symbol,
make it a button.
Now it's named in symbol 1, which is okay, but I just want you to note that you just created a button and it's called by default symbol 1. You could have typed in button. It's not a big deal, but if you look in the library, go look in the library up there, click on the library upper right.
Okay.
It thinks the button is called symbol 1. So if you want, you can do a right click on that and change the button symbol's name from symbol 1 to, let's say, button. Do a right click right there, rename, and just call it a button. Example. Doesn't have to be a button, but now we know that is the button. So double click on the button, and it'll go into the various states. So this is what the button will look like in the up state, and so that means that's kind of like the default. It's just going to be red. And if you want, we can change its behavior. That if we click on over just by mousing over, it could be a different color or whatever. When they click on down, it could change its color. So
if we hit and I want to change the way it looks, would I just change the properties then?
right.
but I would highlight that.
Insert a keyframe. This is kind of like the timeline now, but it's kind of like the timeline for a button.
Okay.
So it kind of has the same behaviors as though it were a 4-frame timeline.
Okay, but there's an instance here and an instance here. Would I empty this instance?
Well, you say an instance here, but let's see. It's the same instance. We're actually editing the instance, and these are just different states. Let's just pretend like we had one symbol, and these are 4 different frames. And on frame number 1, which is up, this is what it looks like.
Right.
And if you insert a keyframe on the over, then we say, okay, in frame number 2, this same instance now will look like this. And then you insert it. If you want, you can insert another keyframe under down, and then there you say, and if, so you're basically defining 4 states if you want to.
Okay.
The up button is for the appearance, the button's appearance when the pointer
Is over it.
is not over the button.
Okay.
Because over is the button's appearance when the pointer is over the
Right,
button.
or it's like this.
You're right. And then the down is the button's appearance as it is being clicked.
Gotcha.
The hit is, it actually defines the area bounds that will respond to a mouse click. And the area is invisible when published. And so essentially the hit, what that hit means, it's not the down. What the hit means is, hey, I want this to actually be a little bit bigger so that if they're close to it, when they click on it, I actually interpret that as a down. So the hit is really, what's the size of the target that will respond to a down click? And currently, if you just leave it the same size as the button, that means that you're not helping it out at all. The hit means kind of make the target a little bit bigger so that even though it won't change the button, we'll know that the area that you want to react to as though they had clicked on it is bigger. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you don't have to do that. You don't have to define a hit. It's basically making a larger area because, for example, let's say we had a heart and yet we wanted to create this big rectangle around that heart. That means a heart button. But the rectangle is the hit area. So it interprets any click in that rectangle means a click on the heart. So
gotcha. Okay.
That's all the hit does. Gives you a larger target.
Okay, so if we didn't want to change that any, but
That's
let's
fine.
say like when it was pushed down or clicked,
You can change the
we wanted
color.
to make a little difference.
Yeah, you can.
We would be able to go, how would you put a bevel on it in here though?
See, right now you don't have a keyframe in the down.
Oh.
You have to give it a keyframe to say, hey, dude, I want to change something here.
Okay.
So,
okay. And then, well, it wouldn't be in there.
click, so you clicked on the frame, so click on the object itself. And
there we go.
now you can set the properties of the shape.
Okay, so it's not letting me do a stroke or a fill on it. The fill to let me change, but the stroke it's not letting me change.
That's because this button doesn't have a stroke.
Oh, okay.
Did that
All
work?
right. Now, if I wanted to put text over it, I would do that and go say that. We'll change the color, obviously. And the size. Okay.
So now you got text sitting on top of a button symbol.
Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay. And then to make this, let's say we'll go, what was the assessment?
Well, what's your question?
I was just seeing how long it needed to be, like how long of the frames it needed to be. Let's say from here to here. We'll create a motion tween.
Looks like you've got your text still selected.
From here to here. Why does it keep selecting that?
Oh, it's
on the same layer?
Yeah, it's probably because we left on the same layer. All in that same.
Yeah. And then we'll go from here to here. Why did that only go that long?
What's it doing?
I'm trying to go from there. Hang on. Okay. Now we don't want it to repeat. But if we go from here to here, whoa, that go fast.
If you want, you can change 24 frames per second down to 12. Now just change the number there along the right there. Change it to 12. Now go slower. You can change it down to it's still 24.
It changed it back to 12. Oh, there we go. Why is that still going to 24?
It's like we were changing the wrong number.
This is the wrong number?
Yeah, that's the current.
This is what we need to change.
Yeah.
So
Click on the document. Be careful what you selected. Click on the stage or something, and then look at the properties and frames per second.
I got it. See, I'm catching it.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Slow it down if you want a little more. Or do you like that?
There we go. And then they should be able to push that button to start and stop it.
Right.
So now to do that.
Okay, so add a new layer. Call it Actions.
Okay.
And let's see. We want to insert a keyframe at the very end. And let's see. Click your actions. Bring up your actions panel. That's actions layer. Now what we want to do is we want to insert an action, and can you do right click right there? Go back to that thing. Right click, and you got the keyframe. We already got that actions. Yep. And then see over the upper right, they've got like a less than sign, the greater than sign. Click on that. That's a snippets menu, and right now we're in a ActionScript base. So open that up, and then timeline navigation. Open up that one right there, and then stop at this frame. Double click. Okay, so now run that.
That's so it doesn't repeat.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's the thing said the play pause button that stops and starts the animation. So now we got to be able to where if this is in the middle here, we can stop this by pushing that button.
Yeah, so go double click on the button and click on down and do a right click. Go down to actions and select a single frame to apply or view script. Okay, so that's going back.
That goes to that actions one. Hang on.
Oh, I think we have to do
that one.
I think we have to do it's the wrong thing. Click on the button itself. You're on the text. If you want, you can see, is the text of the button above or below? Is it on its own layer, or do we have it on the same layer?
It's on the same layer.
Okay. Let's see. So let's go into the button itself. Double click on that again. See, wait a minute. Going into the button. What we want to do is have the button selected. And we already have the button selected. In fact, why don't we go in the library and double click on the button there. Oh, sorry, the icon itself. Okay. Okay, so now we're into the button, and let's see, we're in the button, and now we've got the different states of the button. All right, let's come back out to scene one by clicking the upper left of the stage, scene one. Select the button again, and this time we want to give it an instance name.
Oh, hang on.
Click on properties. Yeah, select the button, properties, and the instance name. Just call it my button or something like that. All one word. Get rid of the word instance name. Just leave my.
I thought I did.
My button. So that gives it its name. And now I'll go back in the actions menu. You can either let's see. It's we want to keep it selected, but don't keep it selected because we need it selected in order to do this next step. Wait a minute. I think you double clicked on it. Can you go back to scene one?
Click on it once.
Okay, that's good. Right. We don't want to go into the editing of the symbol. We actually just want to have the symbol selected. It's got its name, my button. Now what we want to do is go into our actions menu. In fact, can you do it before we do this? Can you scrub back to scene to frame one, up in your timeline? Scrub back. Yep, good. Okay, now let's go back and select the button back to where we had the button. In fact, you can let's see, if we had the Let's Fly on its own layer, we could actually lock it so it would be in our way. But
do you want me to get rid of that then?
I don't want to worry about it right now. You may do it later. But go ahead and select. Okay, good. Now, is the button selected? Now, for some reason, it doesn't have a instance name anymore. So, okay, so we got that. Now, it's a symbol. It's a button symbol. It's got its name. And we're on frame 1. So now I want you to bring up the actions menu. And see the actions menu. Can you, normally my menus just display across the top. Let's see, I want to get into full screen mode. Okay, so yeah, oh, see, my menu isn't showing those up there. It's off the screen for me.
Hang on, we'll put it right here. There we go. I'll put it right there. So then we can pull that.
Oh yeah, that works. Great. Okay, so I think we got the button selected. You got right. Do the code there. Right, the code snippets. Click there, and then action script. Good. Okay, now do actions. Let's see. I think it's the event handler actually that we want. Okay, undo that. Go down to the event handlers. Mouse click event. Okay, so if it gets clicked, this is what we want to do. So double click that. Now, what it just did is it copy and pasted some code into there automatically. Lines 2 through, can you click on that and scroll? 2 through 8 are just
comments.
What?
They're comments.
That's right. It's called commented out, so it's as though it's not even there, but it's there for our good because we can read them. But as far as computer goes, it doesn't see them when it goes to process them. So line 10 is what is called an event listener, adding an event listener. The name My Button comes from the fact that this button is named My Button.
We named it, yeah.
Right, and so that is its name in the context of the script itself. And so we are going to, My Button is its own symbol. It's and therefore in the context of this programming, it's an object. And it's not a graphic object like it was. It's actually within the context of ActionScript here. It is considered an object. Now, and its name is My Button. The dot that comes after that it can then reference any behavior that this object can do, or it can reference any property that this object can have. Now, in this context, the dot add event listener is actually a behavior, meaning it's something it can do. It's usually as a verb at the beginning of it, like add event listener. And if there's parentheses after it, that too is another sign that this is a behavior. And whatever you see in the parentheses are called parameters. And this parameter has two parameters. The mouse event dot click, which is mouse event itself is an object called mouse event. The dot click is the event. It's a hard-coded value, and it's really looking for a number called that the system interprets as the click. So as though he clicked on his mouse or with his the mouse, the tracking pad, or on his mouse click button. That event is then on the keyboard is event translated into mouse event dot click. So if that occurs and it's occurring on the My Button, then after the comma there, it says jump to the function, the FL underscore. That's actually just like a function name. They put that at the beginning of it. Mouse click handler. So it's the nickname for the behavior that we're going to jump to in the event that somebody clicks on us. How are you doing so far? Following me?
Yep.
Great. So if you click, then this line number 10 triggers. It's almost like it's like a mouse trap that just triggers. Because so you click on that mouse event, and I'm going to tell you where to take you next.
Right.
And it jumps down to line 12. So that's the function. Now it's going to pass to it the event that took place, which is the click event. So that's all going to pass us automatically. Line 14, avoid means it just doesn't return a value and isn't of a particular type. Anyways, the line 13 opens up the whole body of the function from 13 to 18. So lines 14 and 15 are comments. That's another way to write a comment. On line 2, you have one way of opening a comment. Line 8 is another way to close a multi-line comment. But line 14 and 15 start off with those two slashes, which are comments. They comment out individual lines.
I always thought comments started with exclamation points.
The HTML is exclamation point dash dash with a left bracket, but we're actually in JavaScript, and so comments in JavaScript is different than HTML. So
Welcome to why I didn't know what that. I knew what it was, but I didn't know that it ran that way.
Sure. So when we go in and publish this, we're going to publish a JavaScript file, and you're going to be able to find this code inside that big JavaScript file because this is ActionScript, actually, I apologize, that talks about translating from JavaScript to ActionScript to JavaScript in the lesson itself. And that's, well, right now we're in the context of an ActionScript 3 project file. Therefore, this is ActionScript. It looks a lot like JavaScript, but anyways, very, very small differences between them. So line 14 is a comment, so nothing happens there. 15 is a comment, nothing happens there. But 16 is a function called trace. It jumps to the function called trace. So it goes to another little piece of code called, it's also a function itself called trace, and it passes to that function the string mouse clicked. Now, those two words get passed into the trace function. And what the trace function does is whatever you pass to me, I'm going to display on the window as though it's a little dialogue. So go ahead and run this. There's a chance that the thing, try to click it before, run it and try to click it before it stops. Actually, you might have to publish it in order for the action to work. So do a file. And then I can't see your menu.
I've got import, export, save as.
Yeah, publish down there is one way of doing it. Yeah, click publish.
Okay, sorry. You were in the middle of talking and then you stopped mid-sentence. I thought, hello? Right. Okay.
That part is probably publish it. There's a better one, and that's control on your menu, and that's control and test.
Now, when I hit publish, where does it save it at?
Wherever this FLA file is currently saved to. So if you do a file save as, so
I was going to say I don't have it saved anywhere yet.
Well, it actually is. It is. I
think this is assessment 3. Guess we'll find out in a minute. Yep, there we go. Okay. Now go to file and go to publish again.
Right.
Okay.
So do file save as, and let's just see if it shows the files that got created in there. So the SWF file, is the file that indeed is the ActionScript Flash-based that requires Flash Player to run. The HTML file just above that, all that is just a little container, and container meaning it's just if you open up if you have your browser open up the HTML file, it will then in turn open up or it'll take the SWF file and pass it off to the Flash Player. So that's how those two talk together. This is not Canvas-based project file. This is an ActionScript. You know how we create it from the beginning. You create an ActionScript 3 file. You did not create the Canvas file. So there's a distinction between those two. So instead of doing this, or just cancel that, that's fine. But then I'd like you to do a control across the top. You see that option?
Oh, yep.
And then test movie, and then in browser, and that should work. I think you only shared your screen. You should probably only showed animate, so we don't see this.
Yeah. Hang on. Well, there we go.
Remember, the only thing we're having to do right now is to display the message. Right.
But it says once it's clicked, then it should show up as in mouse clicked. Right? Because according to... where did it go? My action thing went away. There it is. According to... Where do I find that at if I want to pull it up for what it says?
Oh, you want to go in the Actions panel?
Yeah.
Window Actions.
Thank you.
And click on frame 1. That's what happens. So frame 1.
It says when it says right here, this example code displays the word mouse clicked. So if you click it, it should display that, right?
Right.
It should display mouse clicked.
Right.
Well, when we go in this and we click that, nothing happens.
Where's your animation?
What do you mean, where's my animation?
I mean, we should be seeing it go taking off across the balloon.
Right. It should be there because when we play it. Oh, hang on. Ah.
That's interesting.
Stop.
It's changed its animation.
What did I do? Oh, wait. Does it have to do with? No.
No, go back to scene 1 and then click on frame 24. And move that guy across to the right side. Now run it. Now publish it. Test.
Wait a minute.
Control test. Well, you can actually do control test, and you don't have to go through that whole sequence. You can just, that'll do it too.
But it's still, the button doesn't work.
All right. So we're missing
We're missing a click.
Yep. So let's do this. Does it
have to do that we put it on frame 24 instead of frame 1?
No, you kind of want it started right away. I think it has to do with the fact that our text might be the thing that we're actually clicking on rather than.
Oh, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. All right. Publish again?
Yeah, I think that's going to be the solution. If not, then I'll have to.
Oh, hang on. We gotta go here.
You don't need to republish it because it's actually publishing it.
Ah.
It'll do it on its own. The publish is if you don't want to test it.
Nope.
It's not a button yet. Let's go back. I think it's because we haven't told it to act like a button.
Yeah. It says, I don't like you.
All right, select the button.
Okay.
And, we're not selected on the button yet. Yes, there we go, button. Okay, so it is a button. Visible is a button. It's button type. See.
What is track as button?
Let's see. What is it that text?
Oh, hang on.
I wonder if that. Yeah, I wonder if that text is still kind of getting in our way.
I think it is because when I go here, it's gone. So let's try that there. I think there was still some on the button layer at the end.
Okay.
All right.
What is that thing on frame 24 on the button? There. Can you delete that? No, undo. I just want you to select the button right there. Delete that frame.
Delete just that frame.
Yeah. Right click. Remove frame. Okay, scrub back one. So I want you to insert a frame, just a regular frame right there. No. Insert regular frame, just regular. There we go. Okay. So I just wanted to get rid of that one object that was just sitting there. We didn't need it. And I wanted to extend the life of the button.
Okay.
Okay, so we got the action script to stop. We've got the action script that
But should I be worried that there's a blimp here? Here? Like if I click on that keyframe, there's still a blimp over here. And the blimp should only be here, right?
Well, look at frame 24 on the blimp layer. It's
okay.
That little black diamond, that means that's a secondary position.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. I got you now.
Okay, so we've got my button. It is a button. We've got it programmed that if you click on it, this time do a test and don't do it in browser, but do in Animate. So just move Animate. Let's just see.
Nope.
Okay, it's not acting like a button.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
It's that text. You have to get out of that text in that very corner. See, because
it's the text. The text is messing you up, right?
Yep.
So let's define the hit. Let's do the hit frame of this button. So double click on this thing, and let's get into the hit scale. Okay, go to the hit, and now let's just make that a larger than that rectangle. And
now, do I do another rectangle on top?
No, I think you can just transform this one. Click the transform. The one two down. Yeah. All right, yeah. Two down from the select. I think that this is going to help us. And then make it a little wider here, just for grins. And go ahead and test that in Animate. I still think that because we have the text at the very top, it's going to be a problem. See, yeah.
It's that text that's throwing it off.
Yeah, the text is making it unclickable. Can you move the text layer down below? And then try it again. Oh, it just, we just lost it.
It's because it's below the button.
Yeah, so, okay.
Nope, text is still in the way.
Let's see.
Let's see if we can do it without that text real quick.
Yeah.
Text is in the way. But that doesn't stop the animation, though.
Okay.
Because you're supposed to be able to click on that
Wait.
The animation.
No, what's it do? What does it do when we click on it?
It says mouse clicked. It outputs mouse clicked.
Yeah, and what did we tell it to do?
Put mouse clicked.
Right, so it's doing exactly what we told it to do.
So then we got to go in here. No, hang on. No, go back.
Undo that. Click that. It was actually the text that was preventing us. But so what do you think we do?
Where did I go? Actions. Go in here. And instead of doing mouse clicked, do stop animation.
What do you think?
No.
What do you think?
All right, let's try that.
Wait, go back.
He says no. Now I gotta figure out how to get there again. Nope, hang on.
Window actions or F9.
Thank you.
Okay. Why don't you just put Merry Christmas instead of stop motion?
Because then it's going to print Merry Christmas.
Well, you put stop motion, so it's going to print stop motion.
Oh, well, I don't want it to print that then. I want it to
Stop.
just stop.
Okay.
I want the animation to stop.
Sure. Well, Merry Christmas, stop motion, Chip Brown. I mean, we're just
It's going to say that, though.
Okay, over the left, scene 1, actions frame 1. Click on actions frame 24. Click on that so that it's not all gray over there to the right.
This. I need that. That's what I need. I need that right here. Instead of it being this, I need it to be this. And it to say...
Wait a minute, you sure it talks? Trace?
Oh, it's not supposed to talk.
Trace talks. Trace says a message. How do you know you're supposed to tell stop to say a message?
Well, maybe you're not. Maybe it's not supposed to say anything. What do you know? I know. You know what? I'm going to do it a step further. Ready?
Don't get cocky.
Shh. I'm not getting cocky. Watch. Hang on. Maybe I want it to say replay.
You
No,
think
you don't
stop talks like Trace? You really think that it talks like...
I don't know. Let's just see. How am I going to know if I don't try and I don't play? Welcome to programming. Unless you try and play, you don't know. Hey, go away. No, it doesn't like me.
What does the error say?
It says incorrect number of arguments. Expect no more than 0. So no, it can't talk. Cannot talk, it says. So it's not supposed to say anything.
Bummer.
Dude, I wanted to say start again. Or let's fly.
Okay, guess what?
Ooh, I can put Trace back in there.
Okay, wait. Let's go slow here. Because Trace is going to send a message on the screen. You're trying to make the button text change.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, well, yeah. Because when you click on it, it'll stop it. And it should pop up saying, let's fly. And then you click it again.
Yeah, so one thing you can do is create a symbol out of the text and give it a value of go. And then when you stop it, you can change the value of that from go to let's see, other way around, stop and go. So you can dynamically change that. See, right now, let's fly is like hard-coded to say let's fly.
Yeah.
But you could have dynamic text.
I'm making this way too hard, aren't I?
Well, it's definitely above and beyond. Once again, above and beyond the requirements of the assignment.
He's like, darn you, woman, stop being so advanced.
Yeah. So you can.
But so far, as of right now, I've done the assignment.
Yeah. See, we got the start and the stop. We got the stop, and we got the to stop at the end. Yeah. Yeah.
I won't make you think any harder tonight.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to do what you want to do.
If ever you need a challenge in one of your classes because nobody seems to be getting it, you just call me up and I will challenge you with some project, okay?
There you go. That's perfect. So it says play pause button. So maybe we can put the text play/pause on it.
Ooh, there you go.
Or we can do, see, one thing you do is have it
Because
stop.
if I was looking at that animation, I wouldn't know what the heck that box meant.
Right.
But if somebody walks up to it and it says play pause, they'll go, ooh, and push it.
Yep. And so let's see, play pause. So one thing we can do is make it stop on frame 1, and then wait for us to click play. So let's see, on button click. So this can get very complex because, let's see.
Yeah. You can have it start and stop every frame, technically.
Yeah, and let's see, the button that is our, see, one thing we could do is hide the button. If it's a start button and we start it, we can then maybe hide the start button, and then we can display a stop button. And the moment that we click the stop button,
then the play button comes back.
Yeah, we can hide it.
Oh, now who's being high tech?
Okay. All right, well, what time is it there? It's 11:15 or so.
It is 11:15 or so.
All right, so let's see. Well, I think we're probably good for now. You've actually, just the stop and the see. We got it to stop from looping. You could, let's see, play pause.
You're stuck on that play pause.
Yeah, you could add another. Let's see. Can you go back in the actions panel for a second?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, because there on click on frame 1. See, right now we set that up. One thing you can do is just put on line 1, put stop left outside. See, this is outside the function. So It will actually have its effect immediately. So go ahead and put stop up there, a copy of that, and put it up there. This will have its effect immediately. It's not dependent upon a mouse click at all. Now, let's do this. Change 16 from stop to start. Let's see. And if we do, we click on it. So that means if you click on it, it actually will start. So let's see.
But the coding isn't.
And then
it isn't blue.
It's what?
Blue. It's not blue. See how stop stayed blue? Start's black.
Oh, that might be a little bug in their editor. I think it's okay.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. No, play. Sorry. Duh.
There's the blue.
Okay, go ahead and run that. What's going to happen?
It's not going to start right away until you push play.
Man, you are.
Or until you push the button.
Did it start?
Well, hang on. No, I pushed the button.
Okay, don't push it. Let's just sit for a second. Now push it. Okay, so it stopped and then it started.
So we could technically could we put a stop in there again?
One thing we could do is we could have like 2 buttons. One's for starting and one's for stopping.
So we could basically do this again, this function, or this here, and put one.
We'd have to have another object.
And then we can't use the same object? We couldn't put like stop in here?
No, because right now you basically are saying, hey, dude, when you click, do this. Oh, no, actually, when you click, do this. So right now you're kind of saying, hey, dude, and dude's the button. When you click, do this, but then it's like, but wait a second, before you do that.
Could you do an if-then statement? Or do a couple if-then statements? If we're talking about doing custom code, in that function, could you do if clicked start?
Yeah.
Then if click stop.
Yeah, something like that.
Or do 2 if statements. If click start, and then, those would be, you would have to do 2 if statements. If click then start. If click then stop. You could do 2 if-then statements. If this happens, then this happens.
Yeah, you can define a variable like on line 9. Do var space clicked equals 0 or false or something like that. And then if that variable is set clicked, then you say clicked equals true. And then down here in this mouse click thing, it says if true, then play, else stop, or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, usually that's how you do stuff, is you do if-then statements.
Right.
If statements. But I don't know if you can you do that in Flash?
Yeah, this is ActionScript 3.0. Yes, you can.
ActionScript?
Definitely. Yep, you can. Yep.
We gotta stop getting our minds together. We're thinking way too big of this project.
This is definitely.
But no offense, if you had students who haven't taken HTML net, would they know the if-then statements?
Well, that's let's go look at the snippet panel. Let's see what they got. Code snippets in the upper right corner of the action. Oh no, right. Oh, right there.
This one here.
That one. That code snippets. Let's see what they got for us here. Okay, we got. What do we got? We've got event handlers. We looked at that for a second. Mouse click, mouse over, mouse out, key press K. We've got that one. We don't need that one. Click animation, go up a few, up, right there. Okay, move horizontally, rotate.
We don't want that.
Rotate continuously. See animate. Okay, none of those. Let's see. Time ActionScript. Let's see. Nope.
There's a click to display a text field.
Let's look at that one. See, wait a minute. Click to display a text field. That's probably like a hidden double click on that. Oh, we have to. Let's see. Okay, now let's go click. Let's play over there. Select that guy. Is that an object yet? No, it's just we got to make that a symbol. Convert to symbol.
Symbol.
In order, up.
Convert to symbol.
Okay. Wait. Say button text or something like that. No. Yeah, button text. Well, we don't want it to be a button. Let's see.
Graphic?
You know what? Maybe that's how. Wait a minute now. Isn't that how we get the word on the button itself? Let's see.
I don't know.
Okay, so we were converting it to a symbol, doing that so that we can animate it. Yeah, let's just click OK. Let's see, button.
Well, we don't really want it to be a button.
We want it to be a button.
Do we want to make it a graphic?
And yet, I like the fact that it's got text. You know, I mean, rather than our other button there is just a red square, you know.
Right.
I like this one because it's got text, man.
I know. See? When you go to push a submit button, it's a button that has text.
Yeah. And this thing's already got its text. Let's see. Maybe this should be our button rather than that be our button.
You're so confusing. What are we doing? You've lost me. Talking to yourself, I'm lost.
Well, I just like the fact that we're dealing with text here and we got to make it a symbol in order to.
But we can make that text a button. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly.
We don't have to make the square the button. We can make
right.
The button.
Right.
The square is just for show.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I followed your thoughts.
Yes.
That's scary. I've been talking to you too long tonight because I actually know what you're thinking now.
Yes, you do. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Don't you wish I was there on campus with you so you could be like, hey, this girl knows what I'm talking about.
Ding! It's like the light bulb. It just turns on. So why don't you move? I think that this is probably good. So click OK. And then let's just grab that. Let's move it over on the stage.
Can we move this from a button? Can we move this off then?
Yeah, I mean, it's still got its name, my button. Yeah.
Hang on. Why is that blue?
Oh, that's actually the stroke. The stroke left behind.
Well, then let's do this.
You can select the stroke. I thought we didn't have a stroke on that button. I thought
We don't. What it's doing is it's highlighting the text. This one. Hang on. All right, hang on. We don't want that. Let's make a new one. No, we'll make it there. Make that there. Put that on top.
Wait a minute, we're getting back to exactly what. Wait a minute. No, you're right.
Because remember, we made this a symbol and it's a button.
So, okay, so what you're
Let's
saying.
name this so we know what it is. Okay. Well, you know what?
It doesn't like the quote.
It doesn't like that.
Just call it Let's Fly Without the Quote. Oh, no space.
You know what? Let's just say text then. There, it likes text. It's too simple-minded. Okay, and then here we would go in and we would do action.
That's going to be our. Wait a minute. Is it a button? It is a button. Okay.
Yeah, remember we made it a button.
Okay, good.
And then we go here and we go actions.
Yeah.
But we gotta go 1 first, right? Because then on frame 1, it's already on there.
Okay, so instead of my button, you can change on line 10. You can say my button said put just text.
Does that change any? No. Okay. All right, let's see. Oops, wrong button. That's okay. Ha! There you go.
Hey. Okay, so now let's go back and let's get back to
So we could technically delete this one then. That button.
Where did you build that other button? Oh, yeah, you're right.
We can delete that button. Because now we have this as a button.
You're right.
And
right.
then that's the actions, and then that's the blimp.
Right. Okay, so now let's get back into the control panel. The actions panel.
Okay.
Now go back in the code snippets. Do we have the text? Did we have it selected?
I did.
Okay, so we have the button selected still. Okay. Now where was that button or change text? Let's see.
Click to display text field.
Let's see. Yeah. Double click on that. We aren't selected. Go back and click the text button.
I thought I did.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait. Yeah, we are selected. Okay. Right. We should be good. You're doing fine. Okay, there we go. You got it. Okay, slow down because I want you to see this. So scroll up on the far right. There's a little scroll bar. Yeah, there we go. Okay, scroll down. Now, let's see.
I put it on frame 1. There we go.
Can you scroll that again up to the top? I want to make sure we got everything. Okay.
Yeah, this is our original one here. From here on up is our original one.
Okay. So we got that. Okay, now if you click it, we see it's the same event. Let's see. Aha. Text to display. Okay, scroll down. Okay, this thing is a text field. And
put it in here.
No, wait a minute, wait. On line 32, instead of saying lorem ipsum inside there, put play or fly, maybe. Let's see, play pause or whatever. Okay, we got that. So that's initialized to that value. So down there in line 42, it's going to get that value. And so what's going to happen is the second that we click it, it's going to say flow. But it's also, wait a second, line 40 and 41. Go back to your actions panel.
Oh, hang on.
And so look at line 40 and 41. Be careful because it's going to not only say fly, it's going to say it over here. So why don't you comment out those two lines because we don't want it to No, just put // at the beginning of those. No.
I got it. I got it. Hang on.
Okay, good. Good.
You had to give me a minute. I was coming.
Yep, you got it. Okay, so there's a background, there's a border. It's left justify, text field, auto size, text field. Okay, text display. Okay. Add child. Okay, well, this is interesting. Add child, the line 43, the add child command means add this to the stage. I don't know why they call it child. I think they should call this add to stage, but they don't. So what this is doing on line 31, it defines this thing called FL_TF. That's actually the name of the variable.
The text field.
Yeah, and it's a type text field. And then they create another variable that's an FL_text to display. Its type is string. And then, let's see. Okay, so we got those two things. Then line 36 is saying, okay, we're going to create a new thing. This will happen every time we click it. It'll create a new one. And then line 37 says the auto size. By the way, remember I said if it's a dot, it's either a behavior after it or it's a property. And this is a property because there's no parentheses after auto size. So basically this is the property auto size of that particular thing. And that's a hard-coded value that it says text field auto size dot left. Then text the background is set to true, the border is set to true, its X location is set to 200 while we commented those out. So and then the text itself on line 42 is assigned the value text to display, which is defined up on line 32, which is fly. Anyways, let's see what happens when we click on that button. Nothing?
Flies up here.
There it is. 0, 0 is its location. That's 0, 0 up there to the upper left. And when we commented that out,
which that's fine. But we still need to get it to where it stops, like when we click on that button again.
Okay. So
I mean, that's the impression I got from our assessment is play pause button that stops and starts the animation. Right now we got it to where it'll start, but we don't have it to where it'll stop.
So every time you click it, we need to set a variable, like a global variable.
What about a mouse click event?
That's what we got.
What about doing can we do a second one?
No, because it's the same event. Click.
What's a key pressed event?
Okay, so what you have to do is you have to have a thing that sets the status.
Wait, what's this? What's a deactivate activate event? Under mobile actions. That's a start stop, isn't it?
Why don't you
It's like get out of there.
let's set a flag. Let's see. All right, so let's do var space clicked, lowercase. Put that at the
Sorry.
actions panel. Scroll to the top. Introduce a new line right after line 1. Type in var, VAR, space, V as in victory, AR. No, go back.
Go back.
I don't want bar. I just want var. V as in victory, AR, space. And then you can type the word clicked, C-L-I-C-K, lowercase, and then colon, and then type in Boolean, B-O-O, and then hit enter there. Yeah. Okay, and then semicolon. And then introduce a new line before, after line 16, after line 17. And type in tab and then clicked equals, hit the tab key.
Sorry.
And type in clicked equals true and put true in lowercase. So clicked equals true, and then put a semicolon after that. Let's see. Let's do an if-else statement, and we gotta, because every time we click it, we have to change it from clicked equals true to clicked equals false. So
Are you putting that within the function?
yeah, it's gonna have to be happen inside there. So that it's called the conditionals, and so so something like this. I'll paste it to you so you can get it.
You're putting that in the comments.
Okay, here's a sample. Yeah, can you look at the chat?
Yeah, hang on. Now, where do you want me to put that in at?
Introduce a new line above line 18. And then just paste it on line 18. All right. Okay, and so instead of take the line 21 clicked equals true, that whole line, and grab it, and then cut it from there. And on line 19, replace the trace all the way to the semicolon. Okay, and now on line 20, replace all the way to semicolon again. And now double click on true and change it to word false. In fact, take out take out the quotes, because it's not a string, it's actually a value, and take out quotes on each of those. Okay. And now instead of on line 18, instead of x greater than 20, just replace that with the word clicked. All right, line 19, change true to false, and then change that to true, and spell false
correctly.
Okay, so this says if it's already clicked, then now turn off the clicked thing. Else, if it's already clicked, turn it off. Okay. Wait a minute now. So if we click it, each time we click it, we want to toggle it. Else, let's see, if clicked, then turn it off.
Otherwise, turn it on.
Turn it on, yeah. Okay, so that works. So that's our little flag. Hold on.
Oh.
Wait a second. Okay, so now, if clicked, so copy that whole thing and paste it. Copy it right now.
All right, did.
And then on line 21, paste it. Now you want to do logic that says, wait a second now. Oh, maybe we can just do it. No. Can you undo what we just did? Can you, on line 19, or the far right brace, hit enter there. Actually, go back and right before the right brace. Go to the left of it. Now hit enter. Then go to the end of that line above it and hit another, go to that. Yeah. And on that line 20, do, what do you think? What do you think we should do?
Do another click true.
Nope. We've already taken care of turning on and turning off, toggling our.
We put a stop in.
Very good. Now what do you think you should do?
That play needs to go up there. No, put another play in. What did I do?
Believe it or not, that works.
Oh, really? Even though it's not colored?
Why isn't it colored?
It's not colored. What did I do? Hang on. This is colored, which says something's not closed right. There, that closed. Hang on.
Play.
That's open. That's that. That's closed.
Just for the heck of it, change play to stop. Just.
What about doing click here? No?
No. Just for the heck of it, change that to stop. I want to see if it turns blue.
It does.
Okay. Cross it out again and type play again.
Well.
There's a little bug.
Yay, glitch.
Okay, so what about line 26?
We may not need it. Well, no, it stays there because this is if you click on it. This is already, well, that's if you click on it too. No, we don't need it. It's extra. You're silent because I'm wrong.
Did you hear what I said? You're smart.
Oh. That one's extra. We don't need it.
Very good.
Because we already have this to where it's stopped. And then this down here basically says, yeah, it stopped to begin with, but when it's clicked, if it's clicked, then it stopped. If it's clicked again, then it should play.
So yeah, you're right. So is this going to work? Go at the very top. What do we set click to? Oh, we don't even know. I guess the default's to false.
You said Boolean.
Yeah, that's its type, but it does have a value, and if we don't define it, it actually is defaults to false. So click starts off as actually being false by default. Okay? We don't set it up there because we just aren't setting it. We aren't initializing it.
Okay.
So if it starts off as false and yet it stops, so line 1 of this thing in frame 1 says, okay, first of all, stop everything. Stop the animation.
Yep.
That's fine. Then line 2 says, okay, by the way, I got to define this variable because I need this variable to use. And then we're all good with that. Yeah. Line 12 says, okay, just in case that text button out there, whose instance is called text, just in case somebody clicks on it, line 12 says mouse event.click. If I get clicked on, if it gets clicked on, then we jump to line 14. Then on line 18, we say, oh, we've got to go check our variable. Is it false or true right now? What do you think?
Right now, it would be false.
Why?
Because we told it at the very beginning to be false.
That's right, because we didn't tell it to be true.
We didn't tell it to start right off the bat. We told it it's already going to be stopped.
Okay. That's right.
So now
it's not stop per se, but that's not why line 1 stops the whole animation, but that doesn't go back up to line 1.
that doesn't stop.
Yeah, I mean, line 1 stops the animation, but that's all it does. It has nothing to do with what we're doing on line 2, and nothing to do with it.
Line 1 is just, all right, it's like, all right, we're going to flag this down. We're going to stop everything.
Yeah, my job is to stop the timeline. That's all my job is.
Yeah.
And then line 2 is, hey, guys, you do your own thing. Whatever you're doing on line 2, I don't care about it. My job is to stop the animation. So there's no connection whatsoever between the stopping that takes place on line 1 and the definition of the variable on line 2, which is clicked.
Right.
And it's like, okay, you do your thing. We've got to do our thing because we got to set up this little variable that we're going to watch. And we're going to manage this variable such that if someone jumps into this function, if someone clicks on this thing, we've got to take this variable we're using, and it's got to tell us whether or not
what we're doing with that click.
Yeah, starting or stopping.
Like,
so,
what are we doing once somebody clicks it? Are we just sitting here? Are we going somewhere? What are we doing?
Right.
Which that's any click on even in web pages. That's any click. It's like the link. If somebody clicks that link and makes it active, you tell it, all right, you clicked on that link. You're going to send it to this next page or this next area. Just not with this if statement. It just automatically, you already set it up to where you go, all right, you click this, here's the link, it's going to go here. You just give it a path.
So we land in line 18, clicked is false, not because it stopped up there. Clicked is false because when we defined it on line 2, we didn't say it was true. It's by default. If you see, we could do before the semicolon on line 2, we could put equals true. And then we'd actually override the default. You don't see it there, but actually it's equals false is there hidden because this variable, which is not defined to be true, is therefore by default false. All it is a bit that's 0. That's it. A Boolean is actually 1 bit in memory. It's either a 0 or a 1, and that's all the amount of memory it takes to manage.
Right, everything's a 0 or 1 in
right.
stuff.
But this particular variable only takes up 1 bit in memory. It's a 0 or a 1. Okay, so line 18 hits clicked is false, so we don't do that. So,
but it's true. Yeah.
So line 18, it's false, so it's not going to do that first part. The else will trigger. So now what happens on line 22?
If somebody clicks it because it's already false, then it'll play.
So line 18.
By default, it's already false.
Well, line 18 says, hey, dude, what's your value? Are you a 0 or a 1? Are you true or false? If you're false, I'm not going to do this first section, 19 and 20. I'm not going to do that.
Right.
It's the else thing that I'm going to do.
Right. Or vice versa.
Right. Next time we come through here, what's clicked going to be?
True or false. If you click it the first time, even though it starts out false, it'll be true, it'll play. You click it a second time, when it comes back around, then it'll stop it.
Okay, run that through again. The first time we click on it, play. Wait a second. The first time we click on the button, why will it play?
Because it's already defaulted as being a 0 and being false.
That's right. So where will it jump to?
It'll jump to line 22.
That's exactly right.
And then if it's clicked again, it'll jump down. It'll jump to line 19 and 20.
That's exactly right.
Then if it's clicked again, it'll go back down to 22, 22, 23.
That's exactly right. Sorry, sounds a little redundant, but
we are being redundant right now.
Try it. Let's see
if our theory. If it doesn't work, we're just gonna be like, we're done.
Yeah, it's like, oh, so much for that.
Oh. All right, ready?
Ready.
Now it's 0 because we said it's gonna be not start. So we click it. It goes. We got to get rid of that fly though. Out of the corner. I don't want that fly there. There we go. It works. Our if-then statement works. Now, to get rid of that fly, we go here. We go here. We go, not there. Where did we put it? There.
See, frankly, I believe. See what's happening. Line 38. Compare line 38 to line about 14 above. Look at line 38.
Okay.
Now, no. Oh, let's see if I'll click to position. Okay, and then go up. Study line 38. Okay, go up. And now study line 12.
Line 38 is telling you where to put it at when they click it, what it's going to say, versus line, which one did we say? 12 says what's going to happen when it's clicked.
Guess what? That's wrong.
But click to position, because we were telling it what to print and where it needed to go.
Well, all that second function is, I mean, the second parameter there is simply where to jump.
Position here.
I mean, I don't disagree with that. And I don't disagree with the assessment that that's where we're going to jump and that's what we're going to do. I don't disagree with that. But the important thing is what's happening before that word on that line.
It's the same.
That's right.
That this is the only thing that is different is it telling it that
where to go.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm going to do. If you slap my left hand,
you're going to punch me with your right.
I'm going to punch you with your right. And then a couple minutes later, a couple seconds later, I'm going to say, but if you slap me with your left hand, I'm going to kick you in the foot.
Which is total difference than what you said, what happened the first time.
Well, the important part is not what I'm going to do if you do. The important part is you're doing the same thing. If you slap me in the hand, if you slap me in the hand. I'm telling you to do two different things for the same event.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
Why not?
Because how do I distinguish between, dude, do you want me to slap you and punch you in the face, or do you want me to kick you in the foot? I don't know. You're telling me to do both things. You can.
That's what the little disclaimer that we just said, the click to position. That's what tells you which one to do.
But wait a second. What's important is I'm telling you to do two different things. If you click on this button, I want you to go two different directions, both at the same time. I'm basically overriding. I'm doing too much. Meaning, wait, that's not good. I'm kind of saying
being pulled from two different ways, with your one area being stationary.
Yeah, I'm basically saying when you come to the stoplight, turn left. And then seconds later, I say, by the way, when you come to the stoplight, turn right. And then left. I say, wait a second. You just said when I come to the stoplight, turn left. I said, yeah, I know. Well, but now you're saying when I come to the stoplight, I turn right.
Turn right. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's wrong.
It is wrong.
So we get rid of it.
Okay.
The whole thing.
Okay.
Because now we're like, okay, now I get it. When I come to the stoplight, I turn left. That's it. Okay.
All right. Haha. I like my blimp. What do you think?
Nice.
Look good?
Yeah. Now let's do this. Let's go back to that. Let's go back to that panel, and let's define right on line 3. Do another var.
Okay.
Space, and then let's go something like BTN text, button text, BTN text, and let's do colon. No, one word.
Oh. TXT?
Yeah, I mean, it can be anything. This is
Colon, not semicolon. Okay.
We're inventing our own word. We can call it whatever we want. So, colon. Did you do a colon?
Yeah.
String, capital S, equals double quote, play, and then, yeah, semicolon. And you can capitalize play if you want. All right, so now down here, let's see. We want that to be stop. Okay. On line 20, introduce another line after that and get that variable name that we have at the top. I think it's button text, something like that. Equals, and then, let's see, play. So now it's pause. You can do a capital P if you want. And then do a semicolon after that. And now what do you think you have to do? You are brilliant.
Yeah, I tried it. So a test has told me.
What?
I said, so a test has told me.
Yes. Believe it.
I've taken a personality test that says I have an IQ of like 163 or something.
Yeah.
It says I should be a CEO of a company, but my aptitude test says I shouldn't even drive machinery. Not quite sure how that works in my life.
Dilemma.
All right.
Dilemma. Okay, so now we got the variable doing its thing. Now the question is, we've got to place this variable. Let's see. We need a symbol. Wait a minute, I thought we were doing this already with the
let's play became a symbol, and that became our button.
Yeah. Now we need to have
Will it change when we do this if we click on it? Will it change to pause to play if we click on it now?
No, because the BTN text is not associated with that button. So let's do this. Let's see. Let's go back on our thing. Let's see, button text. Let's go back to the stage and create a text symbol. Let's see. Click on Let's Fly. Okay, text. Okay, text. That is a button. So that's our.
We made it a button.
Okay. Why don't you double click on that? Okay, so static text. Okay. We need a text thing that will that's called button text. BTN-TXT.
Can we put another text box?
Yeah.
In this layer?
Why don't you delete let's see, I don't know if we can communicate with it down here.
With it down here.
Maybe we
Sound
can.
like we're in space.
Well, we're down in button text right now. I mean, we're in that.
I feel like we're on the moon or something. Commander Earth.
Yeah, seriously. No, we are.
We need communication.
Button text. So, let's see. We are
Wait, we have that. Hang on. We have that option. Remember when? Hang on. Instead of that being a button, remember we have it to where we can do things in the way.
I like that it's a button. It's reacting. It's behaving
like. No, I mean, but the other one, can we make it a graphic?
No.
No. Okay.
Wait, double click on that. Let's get rid of Let's Fly. I mean,
that gets rid of our button.
No. I didn't mean to say that. Double click on it. Go into it. And now get rid of click on the Let's Fly. Okay.
Does that still get rid of our button?
Wait a minute. Can you undo what you just did? No, it doesn't. The button's still there. We just got rid of the word.
How did I? Okay.
Let's go back into that. Okay, double click. Select it. Okay. Wait, select it one more time. Okay, right now, do a right click and do convert to symbol and call it button text, BTNTEXT.
TNTEXT.
Let's see.
And that still makes that a button then.
We need it to be a symbol or a button. Is it okay that it's a button? I think it's okay. Convert to symbol. What's the other option there of the symbol type?
Graphic or movie clip?
Let's see. What should we do?
I don't know. You know more about this than I do. Although we're working pretty well together.
Yep. I agree. Let's see. So, graphic. Didn't we do something like this last class you had? It seemed like this is almost like deja vu. I think it seemed.
Well, no, what we did, we did. I wanted to do a mouse over, to where once it moused over, then text and a picture popped up.
Oh yeah.
That's what I did in my portfolio or my class with my webpage class with you.
Yeah.
And it took us forever to figure it out.
Yep.
And I can't tell you what we did. I can't remember if we did a button or if we did a rollover. I think we did some sort of rollover.
Probably,
what class was it? Maybe I'll be able to find it.
It was probably APP 242, DES 241. But it was done in JavaScript.
241.
No, is that what? Maybe is that it?
Hang on.
241 or APP 242.
Nope, right here.
Is that it? Double click on index. Was this the project?
Yep. Yep, that's the project. Because remember, I wanted that to pop up. We did invitations and then it pop up.
Yeah, that's the mouse. That's a JavaScript event.
We did a rollover or a mouse over.
A mouse over event.
Mm-hmm. Now, what page would I need to pull that up in?
That would be found.
Not in my style sheet.
Go back into index.html. And right click, yeah.
View source.
Yeah. Okay, up towards the top where it says head, open that up. There is script down there towards the bottom, though. That might be where it is.
Where's my head at?
Line 3 or so. Okay, script. Okay, you got some JavaScript going on right there and there, but that's jQuery stuff. Go to the very bottom where it says scripts, 3 from the bottom. Open up that one. And let's see a function button.
No, those were. I think that's the top 3 buttons.
Okay, scroll up.
Nope, that was the space up and above and up under.
See, it's on mouse over. It's an event. Scroll up. Let's see.
Would it be under my style sheet?
There's a chance that we did that in CSS. I thought it was there. There are mouse events.
Oh, I can't open this in there. Oh, yeah, I can. Dreamweaver.
But we'll have to get back to our work here in a second because we're working with the ActionScript, and what we're looking at here is JavaScript and CSS.
Yeah. But yeah, that was. See, there's an ad I did.
Let's just wait for it to come up, and we'll see really quickly, and then we can get back.
If it comes up, it may take a minute. Because these are just my pages.
Pardon me. All those are done by jQuery, so.
Yeah, and that was how I did. I think I found the coding, and that was what they put in, I think.
Yeah, I mean, jQuery does have mouse over stuff, so.
My stuff takes forever to open. I think it's just because I haven't used it in a while.
Give me 1 second, I'll be right back.
Sure.